beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it's so lovely to see you today. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you what I thrifted last week. So grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. Where shall we begin, guys? I've got witchy stuff, I've got fashion, I've got some vintagey things. We're gonna dive in with the clothing because I'm really going for this like vintage witch core look at the moment, and I saw this really pretty like little cardigan throw thing. This is by Roman and I don't know if you can see, but it's got like ruched up sleeving and it's this beautiful lace work along the back, and it's just really pretty. It's really nice to throw on. Like I've got this little throw on over the top of my top here, if you can see, and I just pulled it together with this little clip. And I love little tops like this. They're great for layering pieces on chilly days. This was £4, which is not bad. Roman can be quite expensive to buy new, so I was really impressed with that. My mum was like, another Roman piece. Their clothes are just so witch core and really, really nice, so I was really pleased with that. Now, I've recently been watching a lot of people going to Ren fairs because we don't have Ren fairs in England. Don't you think that's wrong? I mean, most Ren fairs that I've watched, they're pretending to be in England, so surely if I'm in England, there should be Ren fairs. Anyway, I love like the Ren fair look, that medieval dressing up kind of thing. So when I saw this top, I was so happy. Look at this. It's like a little boho in a lovely like pale lavender. And it has burgundy and lavender vines on it. The buttons are like silver little flowers. And I love the detail at the bottom. It like goes into kind of a like an upside down, no, not an upside down V, a V shape. And it has a little tie in the back. This reminds me of like the clothing from Holy Clothing. If any of you follow like medieval kind of clothing, slow fashion, Holy Clothing is amazing. I'll leave a link to them down below. I have one dress by them, but their stuff's quite expensive. So when I saw this, which looks like it could be from them, I was really happy. This is from Show Collections. So I don't know if it's from like a craft fair or something. This was £3 and I just thought, how cute is this? And I had to get it. I did get this lovely blue dress. It's very like vintagey and it's quite long. I think it'll be nice on a summer's day. It's like a very nice sky blue with pinky red flowers all over it. It's St. Michael Marks and Spencer's, and I love Marks and Spencer's clothes. I love to get like vintage Marks and Spencer's. This could be vintage Marks and Spencer's. I don't know. I just think it's so pretty and I can't wait to wear it like on a hot day, which is far from what it is at the moment. We're very autumnal at the moment here in the UK. But this was £7, and for a dress from Marks and Spencer's, that is not bad at all. Dresses like this are great to just throw on. I tell you, getting a vintage wardrobe, vintage or witch core wardrobe together from charity shops, so easy to do. I do have videos about those things, so I will leave links to them down below if you're interested in changing up your style. Anybody who knows me knows I love boleros, and if you've been watching my thrift hauls for a while, you'll know I love monsoon. So this is a little like pea green, I suppose. It's very, very spring and summer. Little green bolero. I love boleros. They're great to just throw on over a dress in an evening for a little bit of warmth. This was £5, but monsoon, £5 for little bolero. It's such a lovely like spring colour, and I have so many dresses that this will look so cute over the top of. Next up I have another little bolero. This one has a little tie at the front, and it's kind of like a, is this a periwinkle blue or a blue? I don't know, but I know that I like it. It's a nice blue anyway. Ties up at the front. This is again Marks and Spencer's. I love a bit of Marks and Spencer's. This was £5. And I thought this would be really cute, again, just to throw on over a dress or over a blouse and a skirt in the summer. Very, very cute. I bought this really pretty dress last year. I thrifted it and it was very like nautical. So that's going to look so perfect with that dress. Next we have vintage sewing, and oh my goodness, this was £2 for this beautiful, look at this. It's so pretty. How would I describe this? It's very get in your head 1960s, very pale, yellow, orange flowers on a cream background, and I saw it and just thought what a cute dress this would make. This was £2. I'm not sure how big this is, whether it's a single or a double, but either way you get a lot of material. If you thrift like a king size bedding, you could make 2 dresses out of king size bedding. Honestly, the amount of material you get is incredible. So I like to thrift bedding to use for my sewing projects because I'm not very good at it yet, and also because I just like them. I just like using them. So yeah, I thought this was really, really cute. £2. Can't beat that, can you really? Then I have some ornaments, and some of these are witchy, some of these are not. So I'm changing things up in my witchcraft room, which I do have a witchcraft, like putting my witchcraft room together, so I'll leave a link to that video down below. But if I turn you around just a little bit, you see here there's this vintage bureau. It's going in my room. It is. I'm so excited. That belonged to my husband's father, and my husband's very nicely said I can have it because at the moment I'm just like sat on the floor on a cushion, so it would be nice to have a desk to write in, and I thought I need to, you know, get my room going. And because I'm getting that, I wanted to display my grimoires, and this just seemed like the perfect thing. I don't even know if you can make it out. It is black. If I put it like that, it's a black wire book rest thing. It's probably for a cookbook, but it has these like chains with metal balls on. Sorry, mother. Metal balls on to hold the page open, and I thought this would look so nice on top of there with my grimoire open to a page that I'm working on. So I thought that was really nice. I have recently been doing my art grimoire here on the channel, so I hope that you're enjoying that. Definitely go and check that out. I've been doing a lot of art here on the channel and I'm absolutely living my best life. I'm loving it. This was £1, and I thought, because it's so like vintage looking, it's just like cast iron, it's beautiful, and for £1 that's going to look really nice with my grimoire on. I had to get it. I just had to. Well, I didn't have to, but you know what I mean. Next up is a jigsaw. I love a jigsaw. And this one is vintage cookbooks. And if I put you in close, they're all like really old cookbooks on shelves. This was right up my alley. I saw it and immediately grabbed for it. This is a 500-piece puzzle, and it was £2.50. It's Ravensburger, so you know it's a good make. I love jigsaws, and it's got some really amazing little cookbooks on there, so some of these I would love to have. But yeah, just absolutely love that. Then I have some witchy items, but before I get to the witchy items, this is now... I'll put my hand up and say, when I was a child, I was a big fan of Gone with the Wind. I used to be obsessed with the American Civil War. I don't know why. I thought it was so romantic and so beautiful, and the women were so beautiful, and I didn't understand that period. It had been romanticised so much in like old films and stuff. I didn't understand. Now I know better. However, when I saw this statue... It reminded me of that Gone with the Wind of Olivia de Havilland in there, and I love Olivia de Havilland, and this was £3.95, and I got it because it made my inner child smile so big. I got so excited. The hair, everything is just absolutely beautiful. And although I know that time is not this romanticised beautiful time, I also know that innocent Beverley just loved the costumes and the time period because I loved old movies. So I got that to make my inner child happy. It's going to go in our living room, which we're going to be decorating next month, and that will be a video here on the channel. Cannot wait. So yeah, that's going to look so nice in our living room. Did I say it was £3.95? I cannot recall, but it was £3.95. And well worth it, just to make inner baby Beverley very happy. Now I've got some witchy things. This, it is a candle holder. And this is, it's like terracotta or like unglazed clay. And it has an angel, beautiful picture of an angel holding a sun. I think you just put a tea light in the top, and then on the back it says, "Grandmother's angel, your wisdom is illuminating." And I thought this was perfect to go on my ancestor altar. I love buying gifts for my gods and goddesses and things, and finding things that I can be like, oh, you would love this. Oh, you would love that. This was 95 pence and worth every penny, because I think that my ancestors will love it. It is so nice, and it'll be really nice to just light it for all my female ancestors down the line. I think this is a really lovely present to give them. Speaking of angels, I do collect angels and work with angels a lot, but I got this beautiful, it's really heavy, I don't know what it's made of, but it's silver like figure with wings, huge wings. So it has like a Bible verse, and I cannot read it at the moment, I don't have my glasses. This was £1.95, and I just thought it was so pretty. I'm going to put that next to Archangel Michael, because I just absolutely thought that was absolutely beautiful. And then bringing in some fairy magic, a local artist had made these clay hanging figures, and this is a fairy with some beautiful wings. This was £5 and it's green, and I just thought, what a beautiful object. I'm gonna love just hanging this on the wall. It's gonna bring so much magic. It's like unglazed on the back, so I might do some like sigils and things on the back, some little magic-y magic on the back. I'm not sure yet, but I just thought that was so pretty for £5. And then I got this. It's dried flowers under a, is it cloche? Is it called a cloche? I think it's called a cloche. Very like 1970s. These were really in fashion in the 1970s, but then I found one. So I thought they would go together in my witchcraft room. They've both got just dried flowers inside. And these are really nice just to bring beautiful flower energy. I love working with botanicals, and bringing nature into my room is something that I've wanted to do more of this year. The larger one is £2.45 and the smaller one was £2.45. They're the same. They've both got like real English flowers in them, and they're just really, really beautiful. The last item I got was this. Now it's a cloche. Let me take that off so you can see that underneath is a beautiful like magical cottage up some stairs. There's loads of details on it. It's like a tree house, like really witchy, magical looking. It's like little rabbits on the front and a bird and a wishing well, and it just captured my imagination, and I thought it was beautiful. It's very much the style of like those little Lilliput miniature houses that I've never really felt called to in the past. It does have on the bottom a gold bum, and it says Wishing Well Cottage by somebody. Hand painted limited edition. So it is a limited edition, but I didn't get it because of that. It just made me think of like a little witch's cottage, and I thought it would just look so nice in my witchcraft room. And that is everything I got. So I really wanted to stop getting so many clothes because I have a problem, and so I wanted to lean more into my witchcraft, and I just got some lovely pieces. I'm so pleased with everything I managed to get. I got so lucky. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave this video a little cheeky like and a comment. I always love chatting to you all. Let me know what your favourite piece is that I got, and something that you wouldn't have got. My mum was not happy about all the cloches. She doesn't like them, but I just couldn't help myself. Also, if you made it this far and you enjoy my content, don't forget to head down below, click that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here on Fridays, but sometimes on a Monday. It just depends what's going on. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful, magical week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.